Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IVS 2022 warm-up. I am Luca Pandolfi, Project Manager of Industrial Valve Summit, representing the organizers of the exhibition Confindustria Bergamo and Promoberg. We are introducing today the online conference preparing to Industrial Valve Summit 4th edition to be held in Bergamo, May 25-26 next year. The conference is organized by Valve Campus Association, a partner of IVS for the scientific program of the exhibition. The online session of today and tomorrow will be focused on 4 themes. The first one is innovation in valve design, controls, materials, and manufacturing. The second one is fugitive emission and sealing technologies. The third one is actuation and controls. The fourth one is standard updates. The conference will be closed by a workshop on the evolution of the international demand and the medium-term market scenarios. But now, let's have a brief presentation of Industrial Valve Summit with the video of the previous edition. Please, let's start the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we look forward to see you all in Bergamo next year. Now we will introduce some of the most significant partnership of IVS, aimed to promote our exhibition abroad and to organize incoming of international delegations. The first partnership that we will introduce today is the one with ICE, the Italian trade agency belonging to the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The collaboration started since the first edition for the international promotion of IVS. So, without further delay, I will give the floor to Mr. Romano Baruzzi of the Italian Trade Agency office in Milan. Please, Mr. Baruzzi.
Thank you. Good morning to everyone. I would like to greet the organizers of this presentation, all the speakers, and the participating companies. I would like to thank you for the invitation and extend to everyone the greetings of the President of the Italian Trade Agency, Carlo Maria Ferro, and the General Manager, Roberto Luongo. Both, unable to attend today, asked me to participate and, on their behalf, renew the support and the collaboration of the Italian Trade Agency to the Industrial Valve Summit, IVS, fair that started in 2017 with the Italian trade offices in Moscow and Dubai, carrying out 3 market surveys, one for Russia and one each for UAE and Oman, focusing on oil and gas valves, and with the market studies office in Rome that provided Italy's commercial trade data. The same collaboration and contributions will continue for the 2022 edition. On the promotional side, for the 3rd edition of the Industrial Valve Summit that was held in Bergamo in 2018, the Italian Trade Agency, in collaboration with Anima, Confindustria Meccanica Varia, organized a trade mission of about 20 buyers that visited the event to meet the Italian company of the sector present at the fair. The buyers came from priority markets in the oil and gas sector: Angola, Azerbaijan, UAE, Egypt, Indonesia, Lebanon, Malaysia, Qatar, and other countries. It's important to underline that IVS, organized by Confindustria Bergamo and Promoberg, over time has been recognized as the event that brings together all decision makers involved in the valve technology. The event is also a biennial forum where industry leaders can address technical issues, introduce cutting-edge technology, and share experience on valve technology and flow control solutions. It's a key event to capture the innovative trends running through the valve industry. And with regards to the promotional activity in favor of the oil and gas supply chain in 2021, I would like to point out the collective participation that will soon be promoted, the most important fair in the sector. Offshore Technology Conference in Houston in August 2021, leading event in North America, and ADIPEC in Abu Dhabi in November 2021, the most important event in the world for the sector that will be held in conjunction with Expo and will also include an incoming of buyers from some of the foreign countries visiting the Italian pavilion. I would like also to remind you of the presence of an institutional booth at the first edition of the Eastern Mediterranean Conference exhibition in Cyprus in November 2021, and the participation of Italian companies that will be carried out B2B with local counterparts. The exhibition aims to become one of the most important events for the sector on a global scale and certainly in the Eastern Mediterranean area. From 28 to 30 September, there will be an incoming of buyer at the OMC in Ravenna, which together with IVS is the other major event for the supply chain in Italy. As for this year's 2021 edition, the fair changed its looks. In the new format, OMC Med Energy Conference aims to continue to represent the Italian exhibition and conference dedicated not only to oil and gas, but to energy at 360 degrees. The theme identified for the 2021 edition, Raising Energy Together, Alliances for a Sustainable Energy Future, and the new format of the event demonstrate the desire to be accredited as an aggregator of the main players in the energy world at the European and Mediterranean level, reinforcing the strategic position of Italy and the skill of our industrial system. At the beginning of 2022, we expect to participate in the Fair Egypt Petroleum Show in Cairo, February 2021. The plans for IVS 2022 have not been defined in detail, but with the collaboration of Anima, we would like to organize an incoming mission of 20 to 30 buyers to maintain continuity and reinforce what was done in 2019. On this occasion, it will be possible to promote Bergamo and its territory, which is one of the places most affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Finally, on behalf of the Italian Trade Agency, I confirm our commitment in collaboration with the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baruzzi, for the very interesting speech. And next, another important partnership is the one with UNIDO. UNIDO is the United Nations Organization for Industrial Development, as you all know. And we already had a collaboration in 2017 for the incoming of a delegation of enterprises from Iraq. For next edition, we renewed the partnership and we are planning to bring again to Bergamo delegates from Iraq. That's why I'm proud to give the floor to Mr. Andrea Carapellese from UNIDO Investment and Technology Promotion Office in Rome. Please, Andrea, I give you the floor.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks Luca and Confindustria Bergamo for the invitation. I'm Andrea Carapellese from the Italian Investment Technology Promotion Office of UNIDO. UNIDO, that stands for United Nations Industrial Development Organization, is the specialized agency of the United Nations that promotes industrial development for poverty reduction, inclusive globalization, and environmental sustainability. Our mandate is to promote and accelerate inclusive and sustainable industrial development in emerging countries and economies in transition. Mission fully recognized by the SDG number 9 of the 2030 Agenda, which calls to build a resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. Within this framework, our office in Italy has the role since 80s to integrate the private sector in the mechanism of the international development cooperation, leveraging sustainable investments and facilitating technology transfer opportunities in many sectors, including energy. Today, I would like to introduce you the recently started second phase of the project Investment Promotion for Iraq, implemented by UNIDO, our organization, and funded by the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation. The project is articulated on three main outputs: capacity building, industrial zone, and international partnerships, with the goal to promote investment in Iraq to expand the share of the private sector contribution to the country's GDP, to create employment opportunities for poverty alleviation, and to accelerate economic growth of Iraq. The project is multi-sectoral and covers geographically the entire country, with a specific focus on the provinces of Basra, Tikar, and Erbil in Kurdistan region, where we can count on dedicated staff located in the network of Enterprise Development Center disseminated in the entire country. Moreover, we have focal points in many institutions and private sector associations, such as the Iraqi Federation of Industries, homologue of the Italian Confindustria, also partner in our project, and the Iraqi Federation of Chamber of Commerce. We all know that Iraq's prosperity will depend on its oil production and trading in international markets. Iraq is among the world's largest oil exporters and presents a vast potential for further discoveries, also concerning gas resources, giving to the country the opportunity to fuel its economy and social development. Indeed, all the components of Iraq's energy sectors, upstream and downstream oil, natural gas, power, and linked industries, need to be developed in a sustainable and environmentally friendly manner to meet domestic energy needs, foster growth of a diversified national economy, and creating local employment. Within this framework, oil and gas valve technologies and flow control solutions presented by the exhibitors of IVS have a great business potential for this country, especially for those one focused on making plants safer and more efficient, minimizing the risks, diversifying potential application even beyond the more traditional sectors linked to fossil energies. This is even more crucial in a country like Iraq, which also is in this sector needs to build back and hopefully build back better. Companies and technology providers are among the main stakeholders for the project, potential beneficiaries of high-quality, tailor-made, and demand-driven business services, facilitation of partnership and networking, advisory services, identification of business leads in the country, promotional events, and matchmaking activities. Also, for this reason, continuing a path started with IVS already in 2017, as mentioned by Luca, we are happy to confirm our commitment alongside Confindustria Bergamo and the organizer to select a delegation of operators from Iraq for the next edition in 2022, and also to work with all the other institutions present at this panel. Well, good luck for the continuation of this event, and thanks again for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carapellese, and thank you for remembering us of one of the important topics of the exhibition, that are sustainability, environment, and environmental safety of the plants and new application. As you may know, IVS is an exhibition designed and organized by the producers of valve and components, with the support of industrial association representing the valve manufacturers. Let me just mention the partnership with BVAA, the British Valve Producers Association, and with NPAA, the Russian Valve Producers Association. For Italy, the partner of IVS is AVR Anima, the Italian Association of Valve Producers belonging to Confindustria, represented today by Mr. Alessandro Durante, Secretary General of AVR Anima. Please, Alessandro, I give you the floor.
Thank you, Luca, and thank you, IVS, for inviting ADR Anima today to join to this presentation. It's a real pleasure for us to be a partner together with IVS since 2017. We started our journey together in order to support one of the three sectors that ADR, the Italian Associations of Manufacturers of Valves and Taps, represents. We have members and we cover sanitary taps and valves, building, and in this case, core for our approach, the industrial side. What we do is exactly what the companies cannot do by themselves. So it's going to be a strong lobbying activities starting from the legislative framework in order to help the companies to understand the future, to write the future and the rules that will drive their market in a few year time. We do this in Brussels with our office within the European Federation of Mechanical and Engineering organ, as well as in Italy, of course, and everywhere in the world. For this reason, we have chosen to be part of IVS since 2 editions ago in 2017, as I said, because we strongly believe in the necessity, in the importance of focusing about what we do, where we do at our best. And Bergamo is for sure one of the most important focusing point for production in Italy, in Europe, and all over worldwide, I'd say. Of course, we have many issues in front of us. As an association, we have a turnover of about 7.5 billion euros each year. 60% of this turnover coming from export. So it's extremely challenging to understand how the markets will move before they move. With this approach, we are already exploring areas of sustainability, as Luca just mentioned, as well as the energy transition, hydrogen, for example. All of these energy production destinations where components such as valves will have a crucial role. Wherever they will be in, any system will be extremely significant and extremely important to have not only the best components, but to have the whole system at its best. And it's not only made just adding one component to another, of course. But this is something that in Italy is extremely clear to every one of us. Not so clear is on the political side, for example, at any level, as well as at international level. So I just wanted to say that the association itself and Mr. Sandro Bonomi, its president, is extremely happy for the renewal of this strong relationship. And I'd say that Anima President Marco Nocivelli as well, to which ADR is federated, is at the same time extremely happy to be part of this partnership. We had a very strong and very useful and happy commitment together with IVS in 2019 that has brought about 20 buyers coming from many areas of the world, together with the Italian Trade Agency in Bergamo. We had a very nice position of our booth, and we hosted the delegations and B2B meeting, matching, focusing on matching, business matching, and networking between companies. So I'm sure that the next edition here will be extremely interesting as well, upgrading, if possible, the good work that IVS has done in this path that has brought this in 2015 small exhibition to one of the most interesting and appreciated trade exhibitions at Europe-wide. Thank you, and see you next May.
Thank you very much, Alessandro, and thank you also for what you said about IVS. We are very proud of it. And I'm sure that we will have again a brilliant collaboration for next edition. Now, our last guest is Mr. Giovanni Castino. Mr. Castino is the Vice President of Confindustria Africa and Mediterraneo. Africa is the association of Confindustria of Italian companies operating in the Mediterranean area and in Africa. These are also two strategic markets and two strategic areas for the promotion of IVS, and some of the most important destinations for our products and services. So we couldn't have a better speaker than Mr. Castino. He knows the sector very well because he's also the public affairs manager of Saipem, that, as you all know, is an important player of the market. And without any hesitation, please, Mr. Castino, I give you the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to be here as a Confindustria Africa Mediterraneo. For us, it's the fourth edition, and joining the inauguration day of the IVS. For us, it's a very important turning point in the year. Confindustria Bergamo is one of the more active members of our community. We do try to enhance the business relations between Italian companies and the African and Middle East business ecosystems. We're doing this also relying on the diplomatic network of the embassies, and opportunity like the IVS. It's something that we do believe it's very important. We all have ahead of us a great challenge, which is try to find a new sustainable and accessible energy mix for the future. Africa and Middle East are key stage for displaying new technologies and find new ways to power up our life. Most of the main discoveries are made, new discoveries are made in those areas, and you see opportunities from the oil and gas business, but also from hydrogen and renewables. And coming from a company like Saipem, which I have the privilege to work since some years, I learned one thing. It doesn't matter how big or small is the project you have to realize. Either you have a reliable and innovative supply chain, or it's difficult to reach your goal. And I'm sure that having the opportunity to meet again, of course, in a safe way after a year and a half, such a tough for all of us, it's going to be a great opportunity. And so I hope you're going to come in person in Bergamo to attend the trade show, and in order to spark on new opportunities and see and touch new technologies, because this is something that it's going to be very needed. And if we want to really achieve a new energy mix, we need to establish and consolidate the relations that we're going to bring out us there. So thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy the next phase of the seminar.
So Thank you very much, Mr. Castino, and thank you for speaking us about the supply chain. One of the aim of the IVS is to put together all the different subjects of the supply chain. And now we have come to the end of our presentation, and let me just thank our guests, Mr. Castino, Mr. Durante, Mr. Baruzzi, and Mr. Carapellese. And thank you all for attending this presentation. I hope you will enjoy the conference session, and we look forward to see you in Bergamo next year. I want just to remember you that Bergamo is also a beautiful town, a medieval town surrounded by walls near the Alps, not so far from Milan, and we have lake, mountains, we have a beautiful landscape, and we invite you to join the exhibition and also to join and to enjoy the beauty of the town. Thank you very much, and see you next year. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day to everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.